Hello everyone and welcome back to Training on the Go. Now today we're going to talk about the difference between flip and BRRR strategy. Welcome back to Training on the Go. Now today we're going to talk about a difference between two strategies. They are very nice. One is flip and the other one is BRRR, which means buy, refurbish, refinance and rent. Now flip is a very nice strategy. Some people call it enhancing properties rather than flips because they don't like the term. It doesn't matter really. The substance is the same, which is you buy a property below market value possibly, and then you have to renovate it. So you do some refurb work on it, and then once you increase the value of the property, then you sell it. So you can keep the property anything between 4 weeks and 6 months, more or less. Of course, the sooner you sell it, the sooner you get the cash in, and then you can redo the project again, rinse and repeat. Now flips is a good strategy because you have, if you need quick cash, then you can do the refurb project, and then once you sell it, you have the 100% of the value of the property back, minus of course what you put in at the beginning to buy cash the property. The difference between the BRRR strategy is that rather than sell it at the end, so the exit strategy is not selling it but is renting it out. So you refinance, you put a mortgage on, whether you bought it cash at the beginning or with a mortgage at the beginning, you can then refinance the property with the new value, so something that you added on, and then you can have more or less, you recover about 75-80%, depends on the loan to value of the mortgage you're using. You can recover that percentage of the money that you put in at the beginning. That means leaving some of the money in the deal. If you're lucky, then you don't leave any money in the deal, so you recover the full amount of money you put at the beginning. Or you can leave it, but then you have a long-term strategy for income, which is the rental income you're receiving. With that said, there's not one better strategy than the other one. It depends on what you like the most. Always remember to start with the end in mind. So what is your final goal? What is your final business plan? What does it say? Because that gives you the direction of everything you're doing in property. Now the BRRR strategy, you can buy the property. Obviously is much better if you manage to buy below market value. In the current market is a bit more challenging. There is still a lot of deals out there, but even if you don't buy completely below market value and the deal makes sense to you in terms of numbers, you make your number, you calculate, you analyze the deal, you know that for the long-term strategy that is a good deal. So even if it's not below market value, it still can be a good deal. Okay, so don't discard it just because it's not below market value as everybody trying to sell you. Remember, don't overpay a property. Okay, so it's okay, it's fantastic if you get it below market value. It's okay if you pay market value. It's still okay if you have to put a little bit extra to secure that property. Just to give you an example, I lost sometimes a property for the sake of £700. You're already there, £70,000, and then you say, no, that's my limit, and then the property sold for 70,700, and you just lost the deal, which could potentially, could have given you £700 a month in rent. So you could have recovered that every single month. But anyway, so that is a lesson learned. Remember, do not overpay a lot for the property you want to buy if it's an investment property. Because of course, if it's your residential property, is your dream house, you can pay whatever you want. That's your dream house. It doesn't matter how much money is giving you. That's your liability, let's say. So with that said, the investment property, make sure you don't overpay. It's okay again to pay just a little one if that means securing the property and then recover the money every single month and building your portfolio. Now, property is a simple business. Okay, it's not an easy business It's not easy, but it's simple if you follow the rules of the game. It's like a game, it's like Monopoly, but you need to follow the rules of the game. Don't be scared. It's okay to feel the fear because you've never done it before, probably if you're just starting out in property. But whatever you do, make sure you do. Okay, what do I mean by that? I always say start small, but start. It's really, really important that you get started. Okay, because if you study, educate yourself and do a lot of courses and books and webinars and YouTube videos, etc., that's fine for your education, but if you don't apply what you're learning, all that learning is basically lost. So I don't want that for you. I want you to implement whatever you're learning. And it's okay to be afraid. I was afraid too when I started out. Then once you learn the skills, then it's going to be a lot easier. So property is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And just make sure you have the end in mind. So make sure you do your business plan and you follow the steps. If you want to change the business plan at some point, that's fine too, because you will grow, you will want more once you start buying property, so it's totally fine. So just to summarize, flip is a very good strategy where you buy cash below market value, you do the work for renovation, and then you sell it, and then you recover the cash, and then you can do it again. The BRRR strategy, you buy, refurbish, refinance, and rent. It's a strategy, as the name says, that you don't sell it at the end, but you refinance, put the mortgage on, recover some of the money, and rent it for a long-term income strategy. I hope it's been useful, and if you have any questions, just comment below. I will comment back. Subscribe to the channel, share it with friends and family so they can learn a bit about property, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.